My name is Rico, the Dungeon Master for Season 3, the restoration of the 12 Olympians. This season, we'll find our heroes traveling back to the lands of Eris and Enyo within Harmonia, as they adventure through and see what they have accomplished and completed by restoring the 3 fabled relics, the Sickle of Kronos, the Golden Apple of Discord, and the Robe and Necklace of Harmonia. We'll start with Deborah.
I am Deborah, and I am playing a human rogue named Neith. Her name is Neith.
And I'm Matt, playing a dragonborn monk named Ari Futan.
And I'm Daphne, and I play Gilcyra Venfire, who is a halfling druid.
I'm Jenna. I am a cleric elf, and my name is Lix Balzator.
And my name is Rico. I am the Dungeon Master for Season 3 of the campaign.
All right. So who's ready for Deborah's Diary?
Should probably be really short because we diddled in a forest for an hour.
It was awesome.
Dear Diary, this past time our adventurers, after they have accepted their 12 trials from Zeus, had learned that their first trial was to find the Nemean lion.
Yep.
And Zeus was very gracious and produced a sealed map that was leading the adventurers to Pelican Town. So our adventurers has said farewell to their patron gods, and they each had a moment.
Sucked off Hephaestus.
I might have teared up just a tad bit. However, they did kind of leave poor Gilcyra scared. But then she had a ghost moment with Hera where she kind of came behind her, laid her hands over hers.
Came behind her. Tramp stamp.
And she felt a little better. So I'm happy for her. So then they went ahead and decided to take the path through the woods and decided to camp for the night. Cedric had dinner and dessert that night.
Yeah, he did.
Good on you.
I forgot all about that.
On you.
That was a cool moment.
He had dinner and dessert.
I hope that makes the final cut.
Ari and
Fuck that
Neith
rabbit.
went to get some food and water from a nearby river that Ari had sniffed out. And Neith noticed some animal tracks at the river. Ari and Neith caught some fish.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, when they got back, Neith was the only one to be able to divine that the land was blessed with magic, even though it used to be a magic sinkhole.
It did used to be.
Life is just weird that way. It really seems like everything's like super lush. The sky is beautiful with all these different colored stars. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should go and set up a little lodge and, do a little tourist spot. Maybe I could make some money here. All right. I'm going to go
like a
lay out that
B&B.
business plan. Bye.
It was pretty.
Super cute.
So you guys have a wonderful, uneventful sleep, thanks to Lux not being able to pass a perception roll. You guys wake up in the morning.
Feeling like P. Diddy.
However, you are not alone in your camp. In fact, there is a young woman sitting in the camp in front of your fire. No, because you failed.
You suck.
And she is trying to warm up whatever leftover fish there was to eat for breakfast.
Do I notice her?
Well, yeah, you
We
wake
all-
up. Do you have eyes? Can you see?
We all notice her.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
you all notice her.
have eyes.
Hail, friend.
Who the fuck? What?
Ari, make an insight roll.
17.
You are familiar with this woman, and she is familiar with you. In fact, when you say, "Hail, friend," she perks up and smiles, and she says, "You may not remember me, but you saved me from 2 of your kin under a statue. This is Electo. You are super familiar with who she is. You've recalled that you know who she is.
Hi there.
She wandered into your camp because she saw you sleeping, but knew that you were safe.
Feel free to have the fish if you're hungry.
She is. She is hungry because
Have at.
Where
There's-
is she sitting in relation to Neath? Like, is her back to Neath, or is, like
Neath
kind
was
of
sleeping
facing-
up against a tree, right?
Right.
Okay, so Neath would be behind Alecto because she is on the dead stump that Ari had placed in front of the fire.
I go sit next to Alecto real quick. Chummy style, not like
Yeah.
romance. Just
Okay.
I'm a big fan of
Well,
people
probably
I've
by
seen
the time
before,
you
and
do
I'm
that, because it
what's
took
she
you a
about?
second to recognize it and stuff. I'm like halfway with my dagger.
I'm gonna punch the shit out of you.
I don't recognize her, right? Because that was on the side quest.
You don't recognize her. You don't know who Alecto is
Yeah,
because
I'm
Pan
like-
and Ari went on the side quest and met her family and at that little farm by another river and had to go underground because she was a captive of 2 other Dragonborn. You
Yeah.
remember Alecto,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, Ari's like, Alecto,
I'm like, Ari, you know her?
my friend.
Yeah, and she embraces him warmly, like
Wow.
they've been friends for a long time because they have. Ari was the one that pulled her out of the cave.
And Ari's all smiles. He's so happy to see her
Whoa.
again. She's doing well. She's alive. That's
Well, I guess
that's great
I
news.
guess a friend of Ari's is a friend of mine. So
Yeah, no, Alecto's great.
Hey guys, I'm really sorry I didn't notice that.
That's fine, Lix. It's Alecto. She's cool.
And she does remark that coming into the forest closer to the altar of the 12 gods, she is a little hungrier than what she thought she would be. She looks like she's well fed. Her complexion is sun-kissed. She's tan. Her hair is straight. She looks like she lives a pretty healthy, comfortable life. She just felt peckish.
All right. Well, I'm perk up and I say, hey, Alecto,
Must be the extra magic.
the fish here, whatever fish we have left over, feel free to have it. But I'm going to go look for some breakfast for everybody. If you want to come with, we can chat it up as we go.
Can I look for some fresh flowers or something?
Yeah,
around?
sure, absolutely. Go ahead and make a perception roll, please.
Of course I didn't.
No. You can't smell or see any fresh flowers or any fresh, lush, green, wonderful, beautiful gifts for Alecto, if that's what you were going for.
I just wanted to smell better.
Yeah, no, you can't. You're still undead.
I call out to everyone and say, hey, I'm going to go and look for some foods for breakfast. If you guys, anybody want to come with? Alecto, you want to come with?
Yeah, I know where there's a rabbit hole not far from here.
Nice.
Hey, Alecto, my name's Lix.
Yeah, Alecto, this is Lix. Over here is Neath, and Jelly is over here.
Hi.
I have a very deep scowl on.
It's weird to see someone like you
It
not
is.
terrified of a dragonborn.
Very nice to meet all of you.
I offer you some baklava.
Oh,
Jesus.
How do you
happily
guys?
take some baklava.
I'm curious. How do y'all know each other?
Well, I don't know you three, but I
no,
know
just
Ari.
y'all, you and Ari.
Oh, Ari saved me from 2 other Dragonborn. I was held prisoner under a shrine that me and my sisters worshipped at.
I had a fun little.
That's
You remember
side
that,
thing.
Deborah?
When we were trapped in webs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Got it. Me and Jelly.
Where's Pan?
He went back to be with Bahamut for a while. They're gonna do a whole thing on their
Pan's
own.
dead.
So he is whole and well?
I assume he's dead since he's not here, but he
He's not
might
dead.
also be whole and well.
Oh, that is most unfortunate.
Yeah, he's probably fine.
Yeah, he's living his best life, just training other paladins to follow.
But Alecto, you were dead to me when you weren't here, because anybody I don't see in front of me, I can assume they are dead.
You have a permanency issue.
Yes.
Maybe the alchemists in Pelican Town can help you with that.
I'll check that out.
Ooh, I remember him.
You want to come with us?
Yeah, absolutely. I just
Cool.
came from there.
Ooh.
I saw some flashing lights at the altar. I thought I'd go see what that was about.
Oh,
Fancy
lights,
running into you guys.
Oh, it was just
In
the
fact, the
12
whole-
gods, no big deal.
The whole town saw it, and I volunteered to come out to the forest because it's been relatively safe travels ever since you were here before.
Yeah, no.
So how's Pelican Town doing? Pretty good, or
Pelican Town's doing fantastic.
oh, good
In
for
fact-
them.
Trade is thriving, shops are stocked, people are happy, the fish is abundant. It's wonderful.
Okay, well, we're going to get some breakfast real quick, and then I'd be happy to. We'd all go back with you to Pelican Town and tell everybody about what happened.
Sure,
if
absolutely.
If they're curious.
You all may make a religion roll, please.
I mean, because we know what happened, so we're in the know. We have the information you want.
19.
16.
7.
So, Lux and
Of
Ari
course I'm proficient.
in religion? Yeah, imagine the cleric and monk being proficient in religion.
I'm actually not for some reason.
That's weird. You should be.
Well, I only
Anyway,
had 3
you guys know
proficiencies, right?
when you hear her mention how robust trade has been, it must be because Hermes has blessed routes of travel to all major cities.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, it's because Hermes, my man's got.
She
got
remarks that every path to every major city is bandit-free and easygoing.
Oh, you can thank Hermes for that, Electo.
No.
I mean, you don't have to, but you
I will
can.
do so. Thank you.
Yeah. You haven't seen any, like, mean druids in the woods by chance, have you?
No,
That
I
try to,
haven't.
like, okay, just,
Wrong woods.
okay,
That was
good.
the Acmonian.
Oh, sorry, it's been a while.
It has been a while. You guys,
We've gone
you've
through many
literally been to
adventures.
hell and back, per
Yeah.
hellion
Yeah,
and
you
back.
thought these woods
Ari-
were also a different wood earlier, too.
Ari looks at Electo and shrugs. He's
It's like talking about my friend over here.
Well, yeah, let's have some breakfast, I reckon.
yeah.
and
all right, we go get
I'll
breakfast.
pray to
It's
no
great.
one.
Yeah, she leads you to the rabbit hole. There is a, fat daddy rabbit and fat mommy rabbit. There are no baby rabbits,
Oh,
which
well,
is super
that's
convenient.
nice.
So that means you don't have to worry about killing a mother baby and her baby rabbits, not being cared for. It's super convenient that the food sources that you need are there.
Yeah, it's great. I thought it would be. This
I
forest is awesome.
follow them, but like from a distance.
Keeping an eye on her.
Yeah. And I pull out my bow. Do I see the rabbits?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, they're just right there. Their
right
little
there.
noses are twitching
All
and their
right.
ears
Ari's-
are flopping.
I see them, and I pull out my bow to shoot it. Shoot
Ari's been around Neath long enough to know that this shit is going to happen,
Mhm.
and so he kind of nudges Electo off, out of the way, just like
Electo seems oblivious to Neith's appearance since she's not looking at Neith
Nice.
for some
one.
reason.
Like this close.
yeah. But Ari's certain he doesn't have to kill these fucking rabbits. Crazy behind him is going to definitely do that shit.
So are you tromping through loudly to are you going to alert them to your presence, or is Neith just going to be that quick on the draw? I
No.
guess she already said she was firing, so
Yeah, we're coming up, and I'm just like,
as you pull Electo close to you, you hear the sound of air whistling as it breaks right by Electo's head, and air brushes her hair but Electo doesn't notice it because she can't see Neith.
Oh.
She's oblivious to Neith's appearance because she's not looking at her. And how many shots do you fire?
I've just shot the one right now.
And there is a clean kill shot to the rabbit right through its heart. Ka-thunk. The other rabbit sees this and starts to dash off.
I put a calming hand on Electo, just in
She
case.
doesn't even notice.
Yeah.
In fact, she didn't even react to the air as the arrow whizzed by her.
I'm happy about that. So
I
I'm like,
just
okay,
kind of try and jump on or grab the rabbit by its
Yeah,
hind
get to work.
legs.
You're trying to
The
catch
second rabbit.
the running rabbit?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. All right, make a dex save for me. Or, sorry, not a dex save. Hold on. You're not making a dex save. You're not saving against a rabbit.
Just roll a d20.
The rabbit kicks back in
You
your
need to make
face.
an athletics roll, please.
Well, not as bad as I 8.
Oh, congratulations. The rabbit has an AC of 3.
All right.
So you very quickly and pretty deftly, for being an undead lich, are able to grab the rabbit by its hind legs as it was mid-leap into the air to run away.
Cool.
And as you grab the rabbit, it slowly begins to squeal as if in pain, and it's starting to lose color in its eyes, and its fur is beginning to
I
wilt.
immediately stab it with a short sword. I'm not trying to make it suffer.
Oh, fantastic. And you slit the rabbit's neck for a nice, clean, quick kill.
I nudge Electo.
And then I throw it away because I'm not trying to undead it and get it poisoned and shit.
I nudge Electo and make eye contact with her, and then do like a slow clap and encourage her to do the same, like slow clap for licks.
No,
I mean, I toss it, not throw it. Just let go of it.
the
I clap for
unfortunate
you.
thing...
You clap for Lux.
No, it's a sarcastic clap.
Yeah, unfortunately, Electo is very, very uneasy in the presence of Lux. In fact, seeing Lux will make her cuddle into you more because there's something about Lux that feels off, that doesn't feel right. Like she feels dread, an unnatural dread, like Lux is an immediate threat.
I sense her unease.
She's smart.
And I whisper to her, I say, Don't worry about that one. She's awful, but you're safe.
Though I appreciate your words, I will do my best to just not be around her.
No, it's a good choice. She's awful.
And then she turns around to go back to the camp, gets startled for a second because she now sees you again and completely forgot that you were there with them. And now she recognizes you were the one that shot the bow because Ari doesn't have a bow. The Lux doesn't have a bow, so somebody shot an arrow. And she says, Artemis would be proud of you. That was a good, clean kill. And she compliments you on your bow work.
I just kind of nod and then turn around and walk away.
Is anybody going to grab the rabbit that's got the arrow through the heart?
Yeah, I definitely
figured he
go and
would.
grab
okay.
that shit.
Good deal. And then she says, fantastic, fresh rabbit for breakfast.
Yep.
And you guys can walk back to the camp to...
And I've been there this whole time, and I rebuilt the fire.
Have I
Nice.
noticed that, or do I notice that Electo is kind of scared of me?
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, you don't even need to roll for that. You will be able to immediately sense anybody that gets within 5 feet of you, sense of dread or unease.
So I have a thing where I can have her roll like an investigation check.
For what?
I don't know.
All right. Well, how is that relevant then?
But
Do you also sense that Electo is the best?
what is she? Is she
She's-
a human?
She's a human girl.
Yeah, the best.
Okay.
She's a young human woman.
Never mind. It's kind of for something else then.
I'm so
Oh,
happy.
okay.
I'm so
Never
happy
mind.
to see
Sorry,
her
I was
again.
thinking something else.
I know. I figured you would be.
I'd love to know that she's safe, and I saved
Her
her.
and her
so it's-
sisters and
You have a
her
little
father
girlfriend now.
are
How old is
doing
she?
very well.
No, she's not my girlfriend.
She's, at
We're
this
just
point in time,
friends.
she's probably 22.
She wants that D. That Ari
She's
D.
just happy to see someone she knows.
Yeah, we're old friends.
Like, she met Ari for one day. There was one night, nothing happened, but then
Of
he just
passion.
disappeared.
Yeah,
So she's happy to see him again.
I'm an adventurer. That's what I do.
Hey guys, I got a fire going.
Ari.
I see you got. I see you got some rabbit. I got a good fire going. If you
Excellent.
Want some rabbit stew.
Thank you, Jelly.
Yeah.
I pat Gelsira on the shoulder.
Hi, niece.
I try and sit respectfully far enough away from Electo.
Yeah, you don't have to. She's going to sit on the other side of Ari to keep him between you. So, though you are doing your best to stay away from her, she's also
Still,
extra staying away
Yeah.
from you.
okay. I get it.
If
I don't.
And
I don't smell good either.
I sit as far away from Licks as I can anyway. We string up the rabbits. We eat breakfast. It's delightful.
If only we had some coffee.
I cast make coffee
You don't have make coffee.
yet. Electo, do you know the spell make coffee?
I don't know any spells.
Oh, all right. Well,
So what brings you here to the forest? I haven't seen you in moons.
yeah, no, we met with the 12 gods, and they want us to do some things. It's going to be great. We're going to be gods.
Oh, is that what all those lights were?
Yes, absolutely. The 12 gods came and told us they wanted us to do a thing, conquer some trials.
We had heard that you'd restored the relics.
We did that thing. We absolutely did that thing. We restored the relics. The gods are very grateful, and now they're happy about this land, so they're back. And things should be wonderful, and as far as you've told us so far, they are.
Yeah, they've been pretty fantastic. My
Yeah.
family would love to see you again as well.
Yeah.
If you have the time on your adventures, when you're near the woods, do come by. We're still in that shack off the Acmonian Woods.
Oh, excellent.
I just came to get some supplies and take them back to the farm.
I love it. We'll absolutely do that sometime.
Are you guys headed to Pelican Town?
We are.
Oh, may I walk with you?
Absolutely.
Oh, fantastic. So you guys are going to enjoy a nice, easy rabbit breakfast.
Excellent. You're welcome to have some as well, of course.
Oh, she's going to
Yeah.
eat some.
All right.
Nom, 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 nom. Yum.
So Meat eats her breakfast and what little she's gotten out, packs it back up, and says, well, I think we need to get going.
I reluctantly agree with Neith. I'm like, I love this place, but we are on a quest.
He's so ready to get to a city.
Ari breaks down whatever he's gotten out and puts it back.
Excellent. Everybody eats, and they start making their way towards Pelican Town out of the woods. It's easy. There's no perils. There's no fights. There's no bandits.
Nailed
it is
it.
an easy walk to Pelican Town.
Thanks, Hermes.
Where's Cedric?
Cedric, it's there on your shoulder.
Okay,
Where he will always be unless he's off hunting or you send him to do something. Just assume that Cedric is always on your shoulder or near you.
Okay, I asked Cedric if he can fly ahead of us 100 feet. Just to kind of keep an eye on our path.
He agrees to, but he wants to know what else would I be able to find that I didn't see yesterday 100 feet out.
Nailed it.
I mean, we're going further on a path.
Hey, Gelsira, can you ask Cedric how far Pelican Town is from here?
Cedric, do you know about how far Pelican Town is from here?
I thought he said that we just...
Well, because he said the map didn't have, like, tick marks. Like, it just had, like, the path. And
But can't we see
About
it
a
right
mile
now?
as I fly.
Yeah, we can see it right now.
Nailed it.
Oh, can we see it? I don't know. I heard that they were very thick woods.
You kind of...
As you
Am I
exit out
crazy?
through the woods,
Didn't you say that?
What?
That we, like...
Yeah, it's a from the
We're
exit
there.
of the woods, it's a mile
We're
to
there.
Pelican Town. It is
Yeah.
like a 20-minute walk.
I didn't know we got
okay.
to the exit of the woods.
All right,
Well, I
approached
assumed
Pelican
you guys were
Town.
going to walk out of the woods after breakfast.
I
If I'm
approached
wrong,
Pelican
please let
Town.
me know, and I will.
Oh, no, I was
No,
going to go
that's what we
back to
do.
the altar of the 12 gods
Oh,
and
okay.
kind of sleep on it
Go
for a
take
while.
nap.
Be on it.
Fucking-
You could.
Be on
You have
the
all the time in the world.
No.
There's no
Poke some
rush.
No, we're
Jelly
going
on
to
the
the end of the
coast.
woods.
Okay.
All right, so we're out of the woods and we're walking to Pelican Town.
Fantastic. Are we getting somewhere?
Yes, we go into
Excellent.
Pelican
Are we
the
in-
Town.
entrance
At
of
Pelican Town.
Pelican Town.
What does the entrance look like?
Pelican Town looks relatively like the fishing town that you guys had seen prior.
Nailed it.
Only now there is a nice driftwood arch over the entrance. There's a sign that hangs off of chains that says Pelican Town. You can see through Pelican Town. You can see all the way through the town. You can see the ocean there because it was a fishing town. There were boats and docks and stuff. You talk to dolphins and fishermen. You recognize the sand dunes, and you may reminisce about that time you almost got eaten by a slime because you'd like to put your fingers in everything.
Yes.
Everything.
The crops around Pelican Town are lush. They are growing. Right now, barley's in season. They're growing stuff for what could be used for beer.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is Pelican Town the place with the multiple human vendors of or like single proprietors
Yes.
of multiple
No,
establishments?
every
That wasn't in
place
Pelican Town.
No, that was the one. This is one of the alchemists.
So we have the alchemist here in Pelican Town, and that means we also have a bunch of people saying, "Leave the old man alone." Right?
maybe things are different now.
Hey,
be.
Pelican Town. We made it.
Oh, I remember this place.
The people looking around, they look over at that loud voice and
Hey.
they smile and wave to you and they say, Ari, it's nice to see you again. Jelsira,
Whoa,
it's great to see
you
you.
guys,
Lux.
you guys remember me?
Hello,
Wow.
everybody.
Hey guys.
That's
Hey,
Licks
guys.
now, by
Gosh.
the way.
Need this kind of shrinking into her cloak as much as possible.
It's
with
okay.
all
No
this
one even
attention
notices
It's
coming.
okay,
you.
Neith. We're like legends here.
No one
so-
acknowledges you.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're,
thank God.
we're okay.
You manage Neath.
Gods.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's switched now.
Gosh, do you guys remember when we were here before? We were like scared of the guards. You know, like things have changed a lot, haven't they?
Well, we'd heard that you'd found the 3 relics and,
oh yeah, we're pretty cool.
and brought peace back to the lands and averted major war.
Yep.
Yeah.
In fact, we didn't even host a war games.
Yeah. You're welcome.
yeah.
So thank you.
Yep,
Welcome
yeah.
back.
Sure.
Glad
How-
to be back. We're glad to do
We
it.
saved
How
the
can
world.
we
no
help
big
you?
deal.
What brings you back to Pelican Town?
Well,
Um,
how's the old man doing?
We're here to kill a Lemian lion.
Are we just like standing out in the middle of the street right now?
I assume you guys are walking into town as people are saying hi
Yes.
and
Okay.
waving to you
Yeah, we're
guys
doing that.
because they're shouting. You, if you want, you can stand in the middle of this street.
I mean, no, I
We're
know.
having a good time.
Yeah, the old man. Oh, you mean the alchemist?
I do
Yeah.
mean the alchemist.
Oh, he's doing well. In fact, his shop has never been busier.
Does everyone still look young and healthy?
Everybody
Maybe
still
even
looks
a little younger. and
Yeah,
healthier?
everyone still looks young and healthy. Only their skin is more bronze and sun-kissed. Nobody has
Ooh,
a sunburn
cuter.
at all. In fact, the people aren't sweating. They are just glossy from the ocean breeze, since they are so close to the sea.
I'm going to be like,
Goddamn Santa Barbara.
God damn, y'all look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When you brought the relics back, our favors and fortunes turned upwards. It was a nice change of pace.
Yeah, no big deal.
After the years and years of war games, it was really nice to not
the
worry
weird
or
thing
think
is,
about that.
It seemed like we almost felt like there was a connection between the Golden Apple of Discord and your alchemist.
No, that was never the case.
Yeah, do you guys know
Okay.
anything about like a crazy lion that could be fun to beat as a challenge around here?
We do not.
Oh.
However, you may ask around to maybe some of the farmers outlying on the outside of the city. They may know. There's some cattlemen and some sheep herders, but here in the city, no, we haven't heard or seen of anything of a lion.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, our
What
pleasure.
shops or
I look around for
anything
the
do I see?
apple on the sign.
All right,
That was a
so
big thing.
the shops that exist is a general trade store, a general goods store. There is the alchemist shop.
Is it Hercules Foodstuffs?
Yes. There is a new Ferris. They do horseshoes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There are blacksmiths.
Oh, I need some horseshoes for my hooves.
There is a very, very healthy and very bustling fish market. Fresh fish, fresh sea life, lobsters, crab, oyster, scallops, things of that
Cockroaches
nature.
of the sea.
And there is
Look it up.
there's also, because there's a Ferris, there's also a stable
Nice.
that has horses, very healthy, very comfortable horses
For sale?
for sale.
Nice.
And then there are the people's houses. There are, the fisherman shacks.
How-
There's
how
the
fast
dock
is-
the dock has expanded. Instead of the one lone dock with the small little boat, now there are 4 or 5 docks with a little bit bigger trawlers. It seems like
They've been busy.
they've had it easier and things have been more bountiful. Yes. So yes, they have been busier. And there are even wares that are not local to a fishing. There's a pastry shop, or what looks like a mill where fresh grain comes in, where they may possibly bake breads and stuff like that, which you wouldn't expect to see in a fishing village. But because of the expanded trade routes, it seems like everybody has everything that they would need
Nice.
to sustain, which is why they look as good. They have a more balanced diet.
Gentrification.
No. Blessing of the gods.
I would like to go to the trade store
Same thing.
and get some more rations just because, of course, we should do that and maybe see if they've
Yeah, is
got...
that your first stop? Going to go to Hercules' Trade Goods?
I think I would like it to be
Perkin stuff.
my first stop.
Fantastic. Okay, so you go. The door is wide open.
Yeah.
There is one man behind the counter,
Hey, buddy.
and he says, "Ari, welcome back.
How you doing, pal?
Exceptionally well. How can we
Excellent.
help you today?"
Do you have a wonderful stock of rations?
I have an overflowing stock of rations.
I assumed that would be the case.
Do you need some?
I would like to buy some.
I would be happy to just give them to you.
I
Oh.
would like to buy them.
Are you sure?
Support local.
Oh, okay.
I've got.
We just assumed the
You have
saviors
a
of
buttload
Eris would.
of
I don't want
Gold.
to.
money
I don't
right
want
now.
to say I've got tons of gold, but like I would like to help. The economy. It's important.
Oh, okay. Well, gladly, sure. I'll give you the town hero discount.
Do you have like 50 rations?
I do not. However, you may want to try.
Well, I thought it was overflowing.
Well, I mean,
it
he's got like
was. He's still
30
gotta
days
sell
of rations.
Stuff to the rest
Well,
of
I don't
the
want to
fucking
take up
town.
all his rations. I thought he would have
Yeah,
a
get
shit
10
ton.
or 5.
Well, 30
like a
days of
normal
rations is a
person.
lot.
But yeah, but he's
I don't even
servicing
know if you could
adventurers. Like,
carry that much.
He has a half bag of holding. He could carry that much.
Yeah,
There's a
but-
maximum amount.
but like
It's a
people would come through
pandemic.
wanting like 10 days worth.
Well, I
at a
mean, there's
time.
trade. I mean, if you buy all these, I'll have more tomorrow. There's trade route. Their trade caravans come in daily.
All right. Would it be a burden to you if I bought your 30 rations?
No, no, it wouldn't at all.
All right. Well, I would like to buy your 30 rations.
All
then
right.
as well.
He asked for 5 gold for all 30.
We got it.
Wow. Deal.
So I
extra gold
followed
tip.
Ari,
Here's a
and
He
I
says thank you, and he puts the tip directly in his pocket.
This
Love
is
it.
the,
The 5
general
gold-
goods store,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
So I follow Ari in
Into
and
the microphone.
I ask.
Front of
I
the
follow
dick.
Ari into Herculean general good trade and shit store, and I say, "Hey, good sir, do you have any kind of odor masking salve, or possibly some like rejuvenation cream?"
No, I carry general goods. You may want to try the alchemist. Are you okay?
You don't have deodorant?
What's deodorant?
Well, it's just it helps mask an odor.
No.
Okay.
In
All right.
fact, he smells himself. I smell like the ocean. We all smell like the ocean. We all smell just fine.
You're right. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. And he says that, and it's got like a cringy half smile on his face. You're making him a little uncomfortable. But he's not going to kick you out of his store.
Yeah.
He's just not overjoyed that you are here as much as he was to see Ari.
Electo.
All right. Good to see you. And I just leave because I notice.
All right. So you leave?
I don't want to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're going to do that a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, don't mind her. She's weird.
But then
Never did.
I saunter over to the alchemist.
Okay. Are you staying here in the general goods store? Do you need to do any additional shopping for general goods?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So Lux makes her way over to the alchemist shop. There is a half door on the alchemist shop instead of the full door. You see the young apprentice at the half door of the shop. You do not see the old man. But, I mean, you didn't see the old man the first time you came in anyway.
Right.
There was the younger apprentice. Oh!
Wait, what?
He was the alchemist.
He ended up being the alchemist.
Yeah, you're right. He did.
Yeah.
That there was no apprentice.
How about a new apprentice then?
Nope.
Because he can hire someone.
It is the same guy. Young guy.
It's the
Yeah.
alchemist. Okay.
Nope.
Sorry about that. Continuity error.
It's the best.
Anyway, Lux, nice to see you again.
Hello.
Kind of.
Yeah. Hey, I've been not feeling myself lately.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah,
Not nice
I was
to see.
wondering if maybe I got these big bags under my eyes. See if you got anything that can help me just look a little more presentable.
He leans over the half door of his shop, and he motions over to you. He says, "Come here, come here."
Yeah. What's up?
And he whispers in your ear, "There's not a damn thing I can do for the undead.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thanks, man.
It's beyond my power.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I make health potions that I get from the well."
Can I, how much do you got for a potion of greater healing just for my friends then?
3 gold apiece?
Can I get,
You all right over there?
5 potions of greater healing?
Yeah, absolutely. 15 gold.
Okay. All right. Well, good to see
And
you.
because this guy has also seemed to defy the years and still looks as young and vibrant as he is not as queasy and as uneasy around you, but more he understands exactly your condition, but knows he can't do anything to help you.
I totally appreciate it.
Yeah, this may be the one kindred
thank
soul that you have in all of Pelican Town.
Oh, make out with him.
Okay, so I am heavy 5 greater
healing potions?
Greater healing.
And down 15 gold. Nobody seems to even acknowledge you unless you speak to them first.
Neat.
Best.
If you walk by people and close enough and they see you, they'll nod to you, but they won't like go out of their way to say hi or draw attention to you.
Is there a nice looking tavern?
Are you asking someone or are you asking me?
Like, do I see one? I'm asking you if I see.
Oh yeah, you see one down the way, about 3 shops down from the stable.
Okay.
A very busy tavern actually. There's people waiting to go in.
There's a goddamn line.
Oh.
Whew, that's
I
wild.
would like to
Didn't
go to
expect
the
that.
tavern and try to just walk in.
You successfully go to the tavern, and as you are making your way towards the line, people just shift on their feet out of your way without being aware of why they're doing it, but just like the space that you are in is occupied. They don't see you. They don't acknowledge you unless you acknowledge them first. They just feel like they need to move, and you go into the tavern.
That's awesome.
Right?
Bitch is on the list.
And I just go up to the
He
bar.
asked for like a cloak of invisibility from Hephaestus the armorer, so
Yeah, that's what I got.
I mean he kind of hooked you up.
Pretty
I mean you're
excited.
not invisible, you're just not obtrusive.
And I go up to the bar. Does the barkeep notice me?
Not unless you acknowledge him first. He's busy filling drink orders. There is very loud noise. There's chattering. People are talking about their catches. People are talking about how great the catches have been. People are talking about the best way to resin up their boats. Who has the best sails? People are
Do
cheering.
I overhear any chatter about like livestock being eaten or a giant
Not yet.
lion
Ooh,
or
nice.
Not yet. Not yet. A lot of the noise that's happening is being drowned out about the work that people are about to do for the day.
I raise my hand and go, "Excuse me, barkeep."
The barkeep turns around and looks shocked and surprised to see you, and he says, "Oh, my apologies. How can I help you?"
Can I please get a hot tea and some bread?
Biscuit?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Hot
Side
tea
dish.
and bread coming up. It'll be a few minutes. There are a couple orders ahead of you. That'll be 2 silver for the meal.
That's fine. I put the 2 silver on the bar.
Yeah, he comes and he grabs it, and he goes back to the back to place in your order for hot tea and bread. It will be, 3 or 4 minutes before your order is ready. They're a couple ahead of you. And you still hear people talking about getting ready to go out and work and the biggest fish that they saw and how big, the whales have been out far and how many dolphins there's.
I kind of step away from the bar, like since I'm going to be waiting, and kind of do like a walkthrough.
Excellent.
See if I overhear anything.
There are about 15 tables worth of people. They're all full
Socially
around in a
distanced.
circle. As you
Is everybody wearing their mask?
as you are walking
No,
around through the
they
people, the servers curve out of your way as you're walking in a direction. People will subconsciously just scoot their chairs in if there's not enough room for you to walk between
You
chairs
are
and
literally
tables.
a black hole.
And
It's like Knees Dream come true right here.
the first 6 or 7 tables is all fishermen getting ready to work.
Uh-huh.
The next 4 tables, you're at 11 now worth, are talking about, fish, sea shanty fish tails. There is a 13th table where there are about 4 morose farmers who don't look like fishermen. They aren't built like fishermen.
Yeah.
But if you were to make a perception roll for me,
It's a 1.
Still morose looking motherfucker.
there are 4 morose people at this table silently whispering and huddling to themselves about what they're going to do with their disappearing livestock.
Farmers, you say.
Can I step closer and try to listen harder?
Yeah, there's only 4 of them at this table. That's meant to fill like 8 or 9 people, so you could
Sit right
easily
down, bitch.
pull up a chair and sit at the table.
So I make myself known because I'm an assassin. I know how things go. Excuse me, are they all men?
Yeah, they're all men.
Okay. Excuse me, gentlemen. It seems to be very limited seating. May I please sit at the table with you?
They turn at you immediately and kind of jump back in their chairs because they didn't notice you before, which is odd because you walked through the entire bar. They figured they should have seen you at least once. And they're like, yeah, there's room here at this table.
And I sit, and then I just try to be as quiet and unobtrusive as possible.
All right. So you are going to gather intel as these farmers talk amongst themselves?
Yes.
So the farmers begin recounting tales of their flocks slowly dissipating. And as their flocks and herd have slowly dissipated, it appears to be 1 or 2 every evening. Like, first it was 1 cow, then it was 2 sheep, then it was 3 cows and a goat. And it's been happening for about 72 hours just in the last 3 days. Like, their stock
really
isn't
recent.
decimated. Yeah, very recent.
Yeah.
Their stock isn't decimated, but it is going to be a financial pain on them because they will have to then have more livestock shipped in because they're not, it's not mating season for the livestock yet.
Well, they also have orders to fill.
Yeah. So they mentioned that it's going to cost them, so much gold per head for a healthy, replenish of their stock. And they just wish that they knew why it was happening or who was doing it. And God, if just somebody would take the initiative and go see what it is or take the time to help us out, oh, it would be fantastic. But because you stopped talking to them and you're sitting to the side, you seem to have vanished from their peripheral because your space doesn't exist.
So I say, excuse me, gentlemen. Bring their attention back to
And they look back at you and they're like, oh, sorry, we forgot you were here. Our sincerest apologies. How can we help you?
I couldn't help but overhear that you're having some trouble with something taking your livestock. It sounds like perhaps a large beast of some sort.
It appears to be. We have found halves of carcasses. The whole carcasses that have been there have had large claw marks and what looks like sharp fang marks bitten out of their flanks and their ribs. We'd never seen anything like it, hence our worries and our struggles. We don't know what kind of beast this is or where they're going. All we know is that it's affecting our business.
If someone were to take on this challenge that you are having currently, what kind of reward would there be?
Oh, we hadn't considered. Well,
I do things get paid.
they start
Right.
talking amongst themselves
You're the
and
one that
thinking
found
about
them. It wasn't
what they
Pam.
have access to them. And then they look back in your direction and they say, "We buy them horses.
Horses are really expensive.
Horses are hella expensive."
I mean, are they expensive for normies or expensive for rich motherfuckers?
I
They're
am
expensive
a
for
part-
normies. Well, they're
I am
also
part
kind
of a party.
expensive
You may
for
have
richies.
heard of some of the members of this party, including Ari and Gelsira and Lux.
Oh, yeah, we've heard all about them.
Name drop.
Wait,
Okay.
is that something they'd be willing to do?
Potentially. How long will you be here at this tavern?
Until we have to go back and tend to our flock, so maybe another hour?
If you can make sure that my tea and bread get to this table, I will go and gather my friends.
Yeah, we'll do our best.
And so then
And they start clamoring excitedly amongst themselves. Ari, Gelsira, and Lux, the saviors of the land? There's no way they would do this.
there's a
I
way.
go out of the tavern, and do I see them down the street? Or are they inside a building right now?
You can see
I didn't
Lux
even get inside.
Outside of the alchemist shop,
Okay.
you can see Ari leaving Hercules' foodstuffs, and you can see Gelsira hanging out.
Just
Well,
hanging.
were you
Sorry, I
doing
kinda, like, took
anything?
over this
She
whole
didn't
episode.
say she was going
Yeah,
anywhere
I'm just
specific.
hanging out.
So
You
she's-
didn't. Ari did stuff too.
Okay, good. Yeah, Ari and Lux is.
Licks did stuff as well.
Okay, so
Hilarious stuff.
I go to that direction.
I'm assuming we can notice Neith because we've
Yeah, absolutely.
been noticing
Yeah.
her.
Yeah,
Hey, there's
absolutely.
that weirdo.
Hey, Neith, what's up?
I think I have a lead on where this lion might be.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, if we all want to go back to this tavern, there's it appears to be some farmers with a very, very sad tale.
Is
Probably-
And
is
a
Electo
potential
Probably some
reward.
is
fans.
Electo still with me?
Yeah, she is still with you, but she is wanting, like, she looks like she wants to go back into Hercules foodstuffs because that's where her business is for her family. And then she also looks over to the mill or bakery because they're going to need fresh bread.
All right, I look
So
at
she says, I would like to do some shopping if I could.
yeah, I look at Electo and I'm like, all right, it looks like things are going to get fun for us from here on out. So we should probably part ways now.
Yeah,
And
sure.
You
Hey,
go back to doing
Does
what I'm
her
glad to know.
family have money?
No.
Are they of wealthy or of
No.
wealth?
They're farmers.
They're farmers. They're not wealthy, but I mean, they have the means to take care of themselves.
I ask Ari to give her 20 gold from me.
Anyway,
It looks like Ari disregards your request.
yeah,
Okay.
I look at Electa and I say, I'm
He is
Give her 20
disinclined
of your own
to
gold.
acquiesce to
Yeah.
your request.
I'm so happy to know that you're still doing well and your family's doing well. Tell them I said hi. Do you need anything? I could give you some money if you need it, for sure.
No, we make an honest living. Our crops have actually been pretty plentiful. I'm here to buy more goods, and then I'll be back later next week to sell our first harvest.
I love it. Well, you know what? Have a great time.
Yeah. If you ever stop by the Acmonian Woods, you know where our hut's at.
Absolutely.
We're still at close to the Shrine of Artemis.
I will absolutely visit you whenever I'm in the area.
Thanks. And then she gives you a big warm embrace, like best friends. Like she was so happy to see you.
Aw,
I return it.
Yeah. And then she backs
Reciprocate.
away and she goes back into Hercules Food Stuff to do her business for her family.
That was nice.
Yeah, wasn't it? Wasn't that nice? That was really nice.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
I love a full circle jerk.
Yeah, it's the best.
Anyway, so
Sorry people are shitty to you. You're undead.
I get it.
You suck to them.
I'm
you
okay.
suck, period.
I get it.
Hey, this is how
Also
people
that-
were treating poor Ari at the
I
beginning
don't
of
mind.
your campaign. So
I don't mind. I deserve
now
it.
people like him.
I don't give a shit.
Where are we going? What was happening?
We're following
Follow
me.
me. We're gonna go to this tavern down the street,
All right.
and I go back to the
Ooh,
tavern.
Did you say tavern?
I did.
on my way.
Come on, Gelsira. We'll get you. We'll get you something.
Okay.
All right.
Hardcore.
We get to the tavern.
So as you three get to the tavern, people in line are like, Ari, Gelsira, Lux, welcome back to Pelican
Hi,
Town.
guys.
Thanks for having us.
Do you guys need in? You're more than welcome to take my spot in line. I mean, I can wait a little bit longer for you three.
Oh no, please.
Nobody
Please.
acknowledges you.
We're no
He
heroes.
just walks in.
They
We're just normal
again,
people.
move out of your way just subconsciously.
We would like to go ahead in if it's all right with every one of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Please.
Thank you.
Heroes of Eris, please go in. Averted the war games, reforged the 3 relics.
Are
Please excuse
the
us.
farmers still at their table?
Yes, the farmers
Okay,
are
cool.
still at the table.
They didn't disappear. Cool.
No, they said they were going to be there for another hour.
Where are
I
these
was DMing.
farmers?
It's
They
literally
would've
been like 10
Where
minutes.
where are these farmers that you want us to talk
Oh, they're
to?
at this table over here.
All right, so we go. Hey, I'm Lux. We heard you got a beast to tame.
Yeah, well, there's something bestial that's been killing our herds and stuff. Yes, absolutely.
Are you experiencing it on all of your farms? You said there's 4 farmers, right? I'm assuming maybe farms are.
Oh, one's he herds cattle.
Uh-huh.
He herds goats. He shears sheep,
Nah.
and the other one's a barley farmer. He helps make us booze.
Thank you.
But for 3 of us, yes, absolutely.
And are your farms butting up to each other? Where are they around? Because we'd like to go investigate.
Oh, they are northwest. Closer to rocky, craggy
Just right
mountain
outside.
range. Yeah, just outside of town.
Would you be willing to show us where these livestock are being
They
attacked?
get startled seeing you all of a sudden.
It's fun.
they say, yeah, absolutely. We were going to finish eating, and then we were going to head that way. You're welcome to join us. We have room at the table if you need to eat.
Is my tea on the table?
No, in fact, your tea and bread are left on the bar. Nobody brought them to you because you don't exist when people aren't looking at you. So you paid for your food, and then you went away, and the
That I
bartender
love.
just went about his business and left your hot tea and
Okay.
bread there on the bar. You already paid for it.
Right. So I go up to the bar and I kind of look at it and I look around. Does everybody kind of look like they're trustworthy?
Oh yeah. In fact, the chair that you had stopped at, nobody sat in because they see that there is a cup of tea and a plate of bread. It belonged to somebody, and nobody wants for somebody else's things. This town is very, very happy and very healthy.
Does the tea look like normal tea?
Yeah, it looks like regular normal tea, only it's not as hot as it
It's
could.
neat. Okay.
It's
I
not
know
as
it
hot
is.
as it could
I know
have
it
been.
is.
It's chilled
the
in the
person
last
who
10 minutes.
she went somewhere and then all of a sudden all her former assassins were trying to kill her.
And there's
there
actually
people
another
coming up
little
to the
cup
table?
of just hot water to refresh your tea.
Nice.
There are leaves in the bottom of your teacup, but there's a little metal press plate over it where if you
Right.
were to pour hot water in your tea, then the leaves would stew in that hot water
That's
and not
some
get
fucking
in your tea.
service.
That
Well, I mean,
is
they're
right there.
doing really well. It's been a great time in Pelican
All right.
Town
Well,
since.
I take my tea and bread back to the table.
All right, fantastic.
Are
Nobody stops
there,
you. Nobody's in your way.
Waiters, or should I go up to the bar?
No, there are serving wenches that would be more than happy to help you as
I
they
take
walk
a
around.
seat if I don't creep the farmers out.
No, they scoot their chairs over away from you a couple more inches. You now have like 1 foot
Sure.
on each side of you,
Sure.
where nobody's going to sit next to you.
Yeah, I mean,
But I mean, your Lux, they know who you are. They're very happy to see you. You just make them
they're
uncomfortable.
Just creepy. I'm just creepy.
Well, yeah, it's what you get for being a fucking
I'm
lich.
undead. It's weird. Okay, well, can I have a wench might not even come up to me.
No, not to you, but on the other side of the table,
Or me either, so don't
a serving wench will come up to Jelsira
Bugs, what do you want?
and will say, Jelsira, it's very nice to see you. What can we get you for breakfast?
Oh, hi. What do you have?
Rumor of your appetite is very well known.
Oh, that's right. My appetite is famous.
It is.
Jelly, I'll get half of what you're getting.
Okay. What do you have for breakfast?
Right now, we have some porridge. We have tea. We have fresh bread. We have pheasant. We have pheasant eggs.
Ooh.
We have some bacon.
Fruit?
Can I get an order? Actually, you know what? Can I get an order of pheasant, eggs, and then another order of bacon?
Yeah. Anything else? Anything to drink?
Would you mind ordering for me?
That's what I'm doing. What do
You can
want?
order for yourself. I can hear you.
Hey, while you're here, could I get an order as well?
Of what?
Pheasant eggs and some juice if you have it.
We don't have any juice, unfortunately.
Some tea then would be.
We have wine.
Fuck it. Let's go with wine.
Wine and eggs?
Wine and eggs.
Sure, absolutely. Ari, anything for you?
Absolutely. I would love some pheasant eggs, bacon, and wine.
Crispy.
Please.
Oh, also please.
She doesn't ask what you want. She doesn't realize you're there.
Good.
All right.
Neath.
So,
Neath.
What?
oh,
Do you want
upon
something?
Ari acknowledging your existence, she says, "Oh, I'm very sorry. Did you need anything?" She sees your bread and your tea, or are you happy with what you have?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'll go
Oh,
get
I
this in. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Arigato gozaimasu.
And she doesn't know what you said, but she nods all the same, and off she goes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Oh, that sounds like a good breakfast.
Yeah, it's
Even
delightful.
though we just ate, I'm hungry again.
I mow it. It's delightful.
So, after we eat, I'd like to ask the farmers to take us to their farms and go there.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too hard.
Okay, so I
Nailed
do
it.
that.
I mean, your food's going to take 15 minutes, so we will be leaving in 45 minutes, but if you guys want to fast track, yes, you can get your food.
I did want to fast
Um,
track.
you-
That's why
You
I'm
can
fast
pay for your food. Your meals are 3 silver apiece.
Remember, we haven't been actually using real time
Money for a
measurement
Yeah, I know.
for okay.
I just give them
I'd
the gold
throw it-
piece.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
throw-
it's not going
yeah.
to take 15 real life
I'm
minutes
literally
and
just gonna
45
throw
real
one
life
gold.
minutes.
No, I mean we just haven't been tracking time at all.
The
really.
hero that I
I've been
am,
randomly being now it's dark.
I throw a couple gold coins on the table.
I just throw a gold coin.
No. Well, nobody sees it because you guys are still eating. They're not going to bother you while you're eating.
Right.
If you get up and leave, when she comes over to clean your table, she'll look at the gold and she will very happily snatch it up and put it in her apron.
I do that.
Okay.
Same.
Sweet. She was very happy she had your table.
And I follow
Jelsira's
the farmers.
very famous appetite was not, a letdown for her.
She's a member of
Well.
the Clean
Good, I'm glad,
Plate Club.
I'm glad it did not disappoint. I have a reputation
All right,
to
so you
uphold.
guys leave the bar, the tavern, and the farmers start leading you towards the cow farm, which was the first farm to notice the disturbance or the missing livestock.
What side of the city is this on?
Northwest.
This is the northwest side of town. So this is where I normally keep my herd, and you can see he's fenced off a large portion of land. You can see, cows inside the fence.
Live cows.
Yeah, live cows.
I'm just
dead
checking.
cows.
There
Jesus
could be
Christ.
dead cows. They said this just happened with like 3 hours. or
There's a
3
pile
3
of
days.
dead cows.
And he walks you over to a part of the fence that looks like he very hurriedly patched up a couple days ago. So this is where the breach was into my pin. And if you guys would come look at this, I'll show you what I saw. And he motions you all over to the ties or whatever, the part of the fence.
Right, and the
And-
mind meld happens.
No, there's no mind meld.
Oh.
But you do see very, very large, like 4 claw marks in this wood. He was able to salvage this. They are really massive claw marks. They are about double the size of what your hands would look like if you were to claw, a wall or a door or something like that.
Are we able to see any like specific animal tracks?
That's a very good question. Make an animal handling roll for me.
You're undead.
And
One
still
day it's
undead.
gonna work.
What'd you roll?
28.
I have 15.
Oh, that was exactly what you needed to meet the roll.
Nice.
You can see that there are tracks of cows. There are human tracks, and there are even larger tracks that are about the size of Ari's feet, but twice as big.
Is it possible I would notice them as a specific like feline or
Oh man, that's a good question. Make a nature roll.
11?
Yeah, these look like large cat tracks.
Guys, I think this is where the lion has been for sure.
And then he says, if you follow the tracks, they go off towards a mountainous range further west.
Oh, yeah.
Mountain lion. So is there any more farms up west, or is this like the first farm?
This is the
we've
first
hit?
farm. There are more. There's the sheep farmer and then the goat farmer.
Right, I mean, like toward. Are there any
yeah.
farms
The
headed
farms,
west?
the farms
Gotcha,
continue
gotcha.
heading west.
All right, guys. I think if we just kind of plow through this farm, the lion's not here. Clearly, I think that the lion has been here and it's preying on farms coming from the west. I think we should head west and follow these tracks.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, let's follow the tracks.
Neath?
Did we figure out what our reward was for this?
Yeah. Immortality.
You didn't tell
I
them
mean,
what
yeah,
the
I
reward
mean,
was.
yeah,
You know what the
they-
reward was for killing the lion. You didn't tell them.
Can you remind me what the reward was?
They were going to buy horses.
Oh, right. So,
We have to
So
kill this
just-
lion regardless.
well, what if it turns
Yeah, but there's
out
no
it's
reason
not a
not
lion?
to
She
profit
could t-
while
well,
you do it.
This
Sure.
bitch could just take the horses and go back to the mist.
Right.
Like, we
Well,
don't know about it.
For us three, we're not like, why
we
should
don't
we
know.
do this?
We don't know.
We're like,
right.
we have
we're
to
like,
do
we're
this.
doing
Right.
this because we want to be
So-
fucking
No,
gods.
Neith is thinking of profit all the time.
Sure.
I'm
All the
thinking
time.
of revenge.
So, hopefully this isn't too far, but so what we will do, farmers, is we're going to go investigate. What do you need as proof if we are able to kill anything?
What are you talking about?
What are you
Because
talking about?
if we kill this beast, which may or may not be the thing that we need to kill for immortality,
Uh-huh.
they have promised us horses.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Well, we're supposed to take the pelt back to Zeus, so we can show the pelt to them, and that would be proof, right?
Probably need to bring it back to get it nicely shaved off and
nicely shaved
Yeah, if
off,
you could-
bitch.
Like,
I'm
actually
turning
cut
it
it off.
into
If
a
you could
cloak.
bring us back its pelt, that would be fantastic. Yeah, that would be
well,
proof
we
that it
can't
was
bring
dead.
you back the cloak.
What if it can survive without skin?
How about we bring you back its fangs?
Well, everything has fangs. I
We-
mean,
yeah.
depends on how big the fang is.
we could bring the pelt back and show it to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be
show it.
sufficient.
Dummy,
Yeah,
not
we don't
But
wanna
we're
give them.
gonna
it.
keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't
all right.
wanna
Do you know what
keep it.
show
Just
means?
checking.
I mean, if
Because we also don't know where the next thing that we're going to have to do is. So if we had some horses,
Oh
to be
no,
able
we
to go
have
around.
to, but we have to go back to.
if you're running an
altar
if
to
you're running an
return
errand
the
for
Right.
Zeus,
first.
that's fine. We don't want the pelt. You can just show it to us.
okay.
But
We are
for
awful.
doing this for us, that we would happily buy you horses.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for doing that. I feel kind of bad. We can totally afford
Shut the
them.
fuck up.
All right. So now we're following tracks.
All right,
You can,
we
if you
head
would like.
west.
Have you pointed out the tracks to me?
Yeah, I told
Okay,
everybody
cool.
about it just now.
Well,
All
we'll
right.
start following
You
tracks.
guys start following tracks. I'm going to need from everyone just a perception roll, please.
Oh, I want to heat it up first. You guys go first.
12.
5.
15.
You start noticing. What'd you roll?
9.
You are the only one that notices. There are blood trails next to larger carcass trails.
I like Corcus.
You start losing lion prints, and you're quickly just seeing drag marks and trails of blood.
Hey, Ari, come here.
Yeah.
You see these marks and these drag marks over here?
Do I see the drag marks?
Yes, she's pointed them out to you. You have eyes that are fully capable of working.
Nailed it. Yes.
Oh no, what do they smell like to you?
What do they smell like to me?
It smells like 2-day-old, like dry, coppery blood.
Rotten ass blood.
All right. In what direction are they going in?
They keep going west, but they're starting to veer off towards a mountainous, craggy range closer to the coast.
The crag.
Hey, I think we need to kind of turn ourselves this way. Look, there's some drag marks here and stuff. I think we need to go that way.
All right.
Sounds good. Let's go that way.
Nailed it.
Do I hear anything?
Ooh, that is a good question. I need a perception roll from you, Neith.
0.
20.
You hear
Yes.
on the wind as it blows in your direction, you hear faint, distinct roars coming from the direction of the mountainous, craggy range. Like, it sounds like a large roar. Like, it's incredibly large because the mountains keep going that way. You can see them.
Yeah.
But for a roar to reach to where you guys are, 3 farms out and then a distance to the mountains, the fact that you pick that up, it may be quite a large beast if it can roar over the breeze and the...
I mean, the prints were
and the
twice
waves
the size
as they
of
lap
Ari's
against the coast.
hand.
I pull out my bow and just kind of knock an arrow at the ready and say, did anybody else hear that roar?
Not recently,
What?
but we know it's a pretty big thing already from the prints.
I asked Cedric to go check it out.
Cedric
Fly
leaps
high.
up in the air to fly. Which way?
Towards the direction of where the noise is coming from. But to
I
not
didn't
get...
hear the noise.
Oh.
Deborah told you where it was coming from. Give Cedric the direction.
Neith told
Toward
you
the
that.
rocky
Oh,
crag.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Cedric, I told him to go towards the rocky crag.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but I also tell him to not get too close to it, but just kind of like observe from a safe distance just to see if you can see anything.
Yeah, no, that would make sense.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool. Thanks, Cedric.
And Cedric takes off your shoulder and begins flying towards the mountainous, craggy range.
Okay.
And that'll do us this evening for another episode of Some Would Play. Please listen next time as the party continues on their hunt for the Nemean lion.
And
Thanks for
where
listening, everybody.
Maybe we'll make it through another page.
Bye.
Bye. Probably not.
Almost made it through a whole page.
Thank you for listening to Some Would Play, a production of the Outsanity Network. Join us again next week as the story continues. Find us online at www.somewouldplay.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Some Would Play. Deborah is at Sonyataki. Rico is at R1C0. Jenna is at Jenna Toll. Daphne is at Dafterthought, and I am Psychedelic M. If you enjoy the show, please tell your friends and share it with others. And remember, in real life, you needn't roll for initiative, so just seize it.